So today we are talking entertainment with one young man. But before we actually talk to him, let's watch this beautiful video. He actually featured Guru on this song. So right after this video, we get to talk to him and know him better.
Auto. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, me fit body, yeah. No crowd, wait a minute now. Yeah, you've got a time of life for me. And I'm seeing number double more. Mago me who don't come fair penny. Ooh, right at my day. Right at my day. And I'm seeing
Fritz was the winner of City FM's Voice Factory Season 1. Yes, he was the lover boy because of the way he sings. And as you saw in the video, he actually featured Guru on that song and it's titled Middle. And today he's here with us. Hi, Fritz.
Hi.
I know you have another name, but we'll come back to that other name. But after you won that season of Voice Factory, I remember you released that song. But after, can you tell us what you did before you vanished on the scene?
What I did, I won the competition in 2009, and by early 2010, I released the single, like a Middle, and a couple of, silent singles, so to speak, singles that I never really pushed. And then I got opportunity to do ads and campaigns for Vodafone.
Okay.
I think that was also back in 2010. And I did a couple of shows here and there. I was nominated for. I was nominated for. I think Ghana Music Awards. I think a year or two later for that same single, and then I think Discovery of the Year for Foresight Music Video Awards. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that was when.
Yeah, I mean, I think shortly after the Middle, I did, I'm a church boy and I love Christmas as well, so I don't know if you've ever watched, but I did covers of like Christmas songs, like I think two covers, and yeah.
Okay.
And then after, I just vanished to pursue.
Okay, now let me ask you, how much did you make from the Voice Factory after you won?
I'm going to be very candid. For the prize of the winner, you get a car.
Okay.
You get a car. I mean, that was the grand prize. Everything that followed pretty much had to do with how innovative and how industrious and then resourceful you are, and then also involves the people around you. I was fortunate to have Jessica Safuro as my manager back then, and she was really helpful. So yes, the grand prize was the Kia.
And you got it?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I was young. I was a teenager then. I was excited. Yeah, this is my first car. Yay, let's move. Yeah.
That's good to know. But I mean, as you said, after that, of course, we didn't see much of you. So where were you? Where have you been?
Even when I was doing music, even when I was doing, when I started after winning the competition, I happened to, how do I put it? I was in college, I was in university, uni at that time, and I was studying math, statistics, and economics. So it was pretty,
so you were doing
intense. I was doing both, and for those of you who know how intense and rigorous the courses are in Legon, yes, the quantitative subject, it was pretty, but God has been so good, and some way, somehow, He made a way, and then I graduated, and yes, after that, I decided to pursue, other things.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you decided, so should I say that you were doing both at that time? You were singing and studying?
Yes, for me at that time, music wasn't, I didn't deem music as a career. It was more of as a hobby. I love to sing because even then, in as much as I was out there like on the front pages of newspapers and on billboards and everything, somehow, I kind of missed my private life.
Oh,
yes.
Poor you. But did it affect you in any way? I mean, because you were in school and you were singing, so of course after you won,
yes,
people...
I'll be very candid. From the beginning stages, it was more like, okay, your grades are okay, it could be better, you know, because this course, as in with regards to music, demanded more time, effort, and energy. You had to go for rehearsals, you had to go for shows. Yes, so it was kind of affecting my grades. And so getting to the latter part of my years in school, I decided to just focus on school, you know, and yeah, because my parents had invested a lot, and I felt like I didn't have to let them down. So I think that was when I started, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I started dying out. I think I started, you know,
focusing more?
Yeah, focusing more. So I started withdrawing gradually from the music because my mom, I come from an elite family, so to speak. My parents were all about education, and so they were like, I think you should finish school and then see if you could, you know, so that you have some stability and security just in case, because you don't know how the music could go. And I think you guys have been doing interviews for some time now to know the struggles of musicians, especially here in Africa, here in Ghana.
Very true.
I realized my parents had my best interest at heart, and so I decided to, you know, and I wasn't really bad of a student, so I'm like, okay, you know, it's good to, you know, be a jack of all trades pretty much, and yeah, that's what happened.
Okay. Yeah. Now, since you're back, how's your relationship with City FM? Have you been there? Have you spoken to anybody from there?
Currently, I'm not here for long, but I will try to reach out to my former manager, Jessica.
You know she lost her mom?
Yes, I actually found out just this morning, so I might pay her a surprise visit. But she came to the States sometime last year summer. We were supposed to meet up. She hit me up, hey, where are you? At that time, I was in New York, and she was in Pennsylvania, but because of work, I couldn't, you know, and then that was the last time I actually heard from her. But once in a while, she comments on my post on Instagram, and yeah, I reply. So yeah, we haven't completely been out of touch. You know, we just, you know, people are just busy lately.
Exactly.
Yes, but Jessica is still my homie.
I can tell. Yeah. Now, I mean, after all of this, of course, you vanished. I understand you went to school and you had to go and do other things. So now, who is Fritz away from music? Okay, so right now, wow. So it's a lot. Honestly, for those of you who know me, actually, I was doing love music. There's nothing wrong with that. I was doing like contemporary Ghanaian R&B, and it was fun. But after a while, I realized this wasn't where I was supposed to be. You know, we are different. I pretty much came from a religious background. My mom really believed in God. My late dad, whom I lost, I lost my dad barely 2-3 years ago. Yes. Sorry.
They were very religious people, and I don't think it really had anything to do with religion. I think it was time for God to find me, pretty much, because I was in a place where, in as much as I'll go on stage and I'll hear the crowd cheer, I really wasn't happy. And then that territory comes with a certain kind of lifestyle that if you are not careful, you see yourself going down the drain. So for me, it was more of trying to fill a void inside, you know, of course, I'm a human being. I've done things in the past that I'm not proud of. I've had relationships that I wish I could go back and correct. But that is where grace comes to play. And the Bible says, "For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God." And grace just found me. I think this happened shortly after I finished
your education,
my degree here in Ghana, and I moved to London to do my master's. And there, that is when I actually met Christ, properly. But even before leaving, I used to go to Spirit Life Revival Ministries, Prophet L. Bernard, who actually gave me a prophecy and said I see God calling you, but then it didn't actually resonate.
Okay.
But if God really wants you, He would do anything at any point in time to get your attention. And so pretty much that's what happened. I was fortunate to be under the guidance of Pastor Charles Dexter Bennett, who happens to be a Royal House pastor back in London, and he kind of nurtured me into singing gospel music, because it was really hard. I'm somebody who's coming from
R&B background.
R&B, there's nothing wrong with it, honestly. I mean, once in a while I still do listen to, but I wanted to be happy. Somebody asked me some time ago, what do you want more in life? I just wanted to be happy, and I realized that the only thing that could make me more happier was Christ.
Talked about changing your name?
Yes, yes. Now my name is Oakley, actually.
Oakley.
Yes, Oakley, Oakley, and I've had this name since 2010, I believe.
Why did you change? Is it that you decided to pick that name, or it was part of your names but you were not using it?
Yes, it was pretty sort of part of my name, but it wasn't something that, but I think the name became more meaningful along the years, where, I had to face some tragedies, loss here and there. Like I said earlier, I lost my dad, and pretty much I even fell sick some time back, and I had surgeries back in New York, and it just actually those trying times drew me more closer to God.